Hello, hello. Wum-ba-ba-bum-bum-ba-bo. Yep, basically, I'm online. And I'm remembering to purchase Skate Story. Oh, you know what? I'll remember to do that. No, I won't. Who am I kidding? Who am I fucking kidding? I'll never remember to do that. For the next stream in this rich Tom Walker universe, I'm going to be playing Skate Story, and so I have to be sure, certain, absolutely positive that it is installed on my computer in the lead up to that stream. Only way to do that, well, probably like install it like several days before while I am in like the narrow window where I'm remembering shit. Like, Nave, sometimes you just want to put on some Celeste OST. It's so good. Are the Aussie dashcam clips, do we just have like a dedicated good curator, or are they crazier than other similar countries? How are we doing with that? Okay, Sex Mentors. Rob's Piano Pants, thank you very much for the 47 months! Yaha! Trying out a new thing where I, at random, assign a noise to each subscriber. Maybe that'll be fun. What's up, DBS? Oh, it's hot in Sydney, Australia, gang. Not to give too much information away about this beautiful city, but as of summer, it gets really fucking hot, dude. It's supposed to be only 26 degrees right now. It feels so much hotter than that. Damn, damn, damn. Shivering Pug, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Bisexual Moths, 4 a.m. is a wonderful time to go to bed. Of course, the next most wonderful time is like... I mean, it's bottom of the rung because 3, 2, 1, and midnight are also fantastic times to go to bed. Even better. But if your choice is to go to bed at 4 a.m., that's pretty good. Rather than staying up till 6. 6 is like, well, I guess I'm just up for the rest of my fucking life. I guess I'm never gonna no sleep again. Hey, thank you, second biggest loser, for the 42 months. Much appreciated. Would I like to find out what encopresis is with the knowledge that it's something that is spiteful to a professor to write about? Alright. Turns out encopresis is when a toilet-trained child poops in their underwear. Well, there you go. Okay. Sweet Drew, thank you for the 51 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you again for the big tier 2. Second biggest loser. My various pursuits and projects are going well. I'm in a sweet, sweet little oasis here where I'm in between shit to do, and I'm just... Man, I'm cooking a whole bunch. Food, that is. And I am really fucking loving it, dude. It's so nice to just have time to yourself to focus on getting back into being a person. All right, computer. Well, the time has elapsed, and so it's time for me to press the button that starts the stream. I believe I could get away with doing something like that. I think little old me would have no problem pressing a button that starts the stream, and that kicks everything into gear. Okay. Now, please, computer, I beg of you, activate the stream.
Lemon chopper, coconut knocker,
Hello, everybody. You've caught me wiping my head to get some of the sweat off of my wonderful forehead. Damn. I'm covered in this stuff. But we're going to get past that, and we're going to enjoy some wonderful trucking. Some air-conditioned trucking. I'm going to be imagining that the truck is so wonderfully air-conditioned that, I mean, my eyes start freezing in their sockets. My man, you are glistening tonight. Look, if there's a difference between a glisten and a healthy glow, then so be it. But maybe we can recontextualize it to be that I'm you know, I look incandescent. That I have the it factor. Perhaps the X factor. There's no telling what number of factors I might have. Shame Raider, yeah, that'd be great. If I could just get a crate of snow all the way. But let me tell you one thing. If I get any more water in the mail from people who say they're mailing me snow, boy, I'm gonna be steamed. World's most adorable niece, thank you for the 34 months. Fuck me, that's a good name. And thank you Barefoot at Urinal for the 15 months, and congrats on turning 40. Hey! Congrats, the big 4-0. One of those few later in life birthdays where it's okay to have a cake with some candles on it. Thank you, Powerman 3, very much for the 18 months. A double babyversary. Wow, twins. Going live so I can show off that I've learned how to divide by 9. At least, you know, 1 or 2 numbers. Oh boy. I'm going to fire up American Truck Simulator 2. Wait, 2? What am I talking about? Well, American Truck Simulator has received DLC. Of course, this isn't a sequel, but I have unlocked a new land in American Truck Simulator. Behold, Louisiana. Now, in Louisiana, I mean, obviously, they've got a diverse variety of industries ranging from agricultural production, fishing, forestry, petroleum, gas, coal. All the stars are here. Skin Tag Gamer, thanks for the 26 months. Welcome back. And thank you, Sick of My Dry Food, for the 38. What's up? 11 explorable Louisiana cities, including New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and Shreveport. Don't understand. Sorry if that. Gonna be waiting some feedback in the chat to know if that accent is okay to do. I'm remembering it as Gambit from the X-Men, and so that's okay to me. Okay, doesn't seem like there is a river of rage running through the chat. So, okay, perfect. No notes, good accent. Wonderful. See several landmarks such as the Baton Rouge Capitol, the Superdome in New Orleans, and the Gothic Jail in DeRidder. DeRidder? What the fuck? One of the fucking landmarks is just a nasty old jail? We got Arkham Asylum you can go look at in Louisiana? That's crazy. Bright Beatty, thank you for the 61 months. Thank you, 6 Tiny Dogs for the 5. Welcome back. Venture into the Bayou region. Oh, I don't mind if I do. Slapping an alligator on the back of my truck and driving into the bayou. Visit the Avery Island featuring a famous hot chili sauce factory. Whoa! Discover and admire colonial architecture in cities such as New Orleans, Houma, and Lafayette. Wow. Not to forget, deliver to unique industries such as LNG terminals and oil services. Ah! Gosh, oh, you might be thinking that's too much, but of course there's Iowa as well, which I believe I already possessed. I can't remember. Basically, they had a bundle on sale for American Truck Simulator, and I pulled the trigger on the big bundle that they had of some of all the map DLCs, which also means I have a bunch of the paint jobs, which sucks, but you don't have to interact with them at all. What? No stop at the Michoud Assembly Plant in Louisiana where they work on rockets for NASA? Unless that is in the bayou and is established underneath, for example, a gator, then I believe I will not be establishing myself in that particular area of Louisiana. It is? Oh, I'll be on my way. Wonderful. I also have, and this is crushing to be adding this late in the piece, but I did forget about it until, frankly, exactly now. Exactly now is when I recalled that I had invented a cool new, I've made a fucking... Alright, here's the dono goal for this stream slash, I guess, the close of the year. Second biggest loser, thanks to the 1,000 bits. So, one final Waifu Wednesday for 2025. A wonderful donation goal. Because there has been a Bunny Garden game, a new release that I have yet to play. The game is called Merry Bunny Garden, and you play as a drunken one of the bunnies finding her way home. Orko, thank you for the 54 months. Thank you, Sunny Soho, for the 8 months. Thinking that the Louisiana Burger King onion rings were so horribly cooked that you genuinely thought they were accidental shrimp is fucking crazy. Tom, you've got to add more zeros. Should I? Okay, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to take that under advisement. It's just one Waifu Wednesday. Michael, what could it cost? $20! Ah! Thank you very much. Sick of my dry food for the $20. At least $1,000? You're right. This is actually kind of cheap, isn't it? Wait, let me check Merry Garden. Okay, well, $20. I guess that I should potentially have set the price higher. Thank you for the $5 Waifu Wednesday supporter badge. Okay, thank you. Oh. Okay, what a I have to smile a couple times during the stream. No, I'm not adding. I'm just thinking of... Oh yeah, I got Arkansas, Kansas, and Oklahoma, by the way. Ain't that nice? Oh, good lord. There's naught to be done at this point, my friend. No, I know. I've made my bed, and unfortunately I'm going to be dressed like a maid in it. But, look, I've never claimed to be a businessman. Certainly not one that understands the exact mechanics of supply nor demand. Thank you, Brochus, for the 54 months at Tier 1. Welcome back. Add another goal for makeup. No. I don't care to do that. $20 off. Thank you, Darkweb, for the $20. All right, here we are in wonderful American Truck Simulator. We have Arkansas. We are currently in Dallas-Fort Worth. Perhaps I will start off in Dallas. From there, make my way over to Arkansas and Louisiana. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice to think about? I am so fucking bad at setting prices for my shit. It is crazy how bad I am at understanding anything that's about to happen. Okay. What about... Okay. What's a... Thank you. Okay. Hey, you know what? I'll get out ahead of this. Thank you very much, Sick of My Dry Food, for the $20. Thank you, Gleekspin, for the $20. Thank you, Dark Web Prosciutto, for the $20. Thank you, Rykring, for the $5. And thank you, Diabor, for the $100, which immediately bought the Waifu Wednesday stream. 50 more bucks for panties. No. I need to develop a humiliation kink so I can start making some money in here. I think, thank you for the $20. I think genuinely, Pat, that keeping the humiliation kink away does make, it makes this a lot more lucrative, because I think you can tell that I don't really enjoy it. So he's admitting he won't wear panties. I'm not currently commenting on my underpants situation. Thank you for asking me about it. Actually, you know what? No, I rescind the thank you. Not that I'm mad, but just, you know, I don't want to establish that that's something I am crazy about. It's daytime. We're in the big Idaho potato truck. It's time to take on a quick job. Hold on, are you doing the Baby Steps anime game? Yeah, Shade. I'm doing a Merry Bunny Garden. $20! Thank you, the Canadian A, for the $20. Okay, is this anything? Is what I've written down here anything at all? Every time I'm uncomfortable, I have to say, oh boy. I don't think that's anything. I don't think that's anything. I gotta get my head right. And thank you very much, Vikachu, for converting from a Prime sub to a Tier 1 sub. All right. Everybody relax. We're going to log on to... Well, you know what? I'm going to go to beautiful Little Rock, Arkansas. Brackets, I don't know if that's actually beautiful or not. My apologies, but I also am from Australia, and it's incredible that I recognize any American names at all, full stop, no questions. So, I believe, first off, I will be... No, that's far too far. I will be enjoying a short drive through Arkansas to... You know what? Let's go ahead and say... Beautiful, scenic Pittsburgh, Kansas. Hometown to now slender pedophile William Jefferson Clinton. Wow. Thank you for keeping me up to date on the conditions of the various pedophiles of the cities of the world. All right. So, for those who didn't see, I will be doing a Waifu Wednesday stream of Merry Bunny Garden. $20! Thank you for the 20 bones, Grass Dragon. I forgot that this is what happens when you don't set a donation goal for about a full year. So, I'm going to be playing the cool new game in the Bunny Garden franchise, Merry Bunny Garden, next week. Sorry I'm late, had to log into desktop to donate. You really? No, it's already happening. You know, it should have been like $1,000. I fucked up. I don't know what to tell you. I really fucked up. In my head, $1,000 is so much. And in real life, $1,000 is a lot of money. That barely gets you what? I mean, Australian dollars, not so much of money, but still a lot of money. Tom on a random Monday, I wish I had $100. Bro, I'm like that literally every week. I think to myself, God, it'd be nice to have $100. Oh, thank you, Microwave Daughterland. Also, good name. Look. I appreciate that thank you for the donations. This is helping me pay off the big clock I just bought. And thank you, 10,000 sandwiches for $20. Off I go. I bought a big clock recently. Expand on that. I'll so gladly expand upon the clock. I believe this clock was bought from a very satisfying website known as oclocks.com.au. You can't buy a clock when Demi can't have another lamp. I absolutely can, and in fact, I have. And I've done it with her support. How big that clock, white boy? Okay. All right. This is the clock. It's expensive. It's the most I've ever paid for a clock. It is 155 Australian dollars. But it is a nice clock, and I like it. And I do believe this will be a good clock for us to enjoy. Meme shot with the 7 question marks and then the words "fuck you" in all caps. Hi there, we're here if you need any help. 3 people are ready to talk to me about my clock? I don't need that much pressure, man. I don't have that much to say about it. I think I would not be able to get through all that much conversation. Oh, my clock? Yeah, it's a Jadco. Oh, this old Jadco? A negative review on Merry Bunny Garden by a user with 26.8 hours of game time reads, "This game is tag as adult but still censored. What the fuck?" Okay. Good to know that's what we're up to over in the Merry Bunny Garden areas of the areas of the internet. Do the numbers make a little flip noise when they change? I believe they will because they're actually physical, and I think it will be nice. Do the clock suck the penis? The clock does not suck the penis. Sorry, I'm just on my way to Bald Knob. Tom, you have 420 people here wanting to talk about your clock. The clock is beautiful. I think, look, also, and here's a little secret between you and I. Demi does not know this. And this is maybe, and the reason she doesn't know this is because I think she would have argued me out of it immediately and very successfully. The secret is, I also got an additional thing from the clock store. I got a 30-minute hourglass. I think it will be nice for me to have a 30-minute hourglass for me to flip over. For example, during meditation. You will break this. I will not. I hope it was half off. If the hourglass was half off, it wouldn't work. It'd just be tipping. It'd just be a beaker full of sand. You're not allowed to criticize Demi purchases anymore. An hourglass? No, at least I'm not buying 6 hourglasses in a row. All right? And an hourglass is a pleasant, beautiful thing. Isn't that a half hourglass? Ah, you're right. Okay. Thank you, Anonymous. The gifts up to Secrets Kept. I'm looking forward to having an hourglass. Dude, I forgot that was something you could get. I'm gonna be able to flip it over. That track's about half an hour, 30 minutes, say. Did you buy any frilly panties at the clock store? I did. Right! Thank you for the right turn. Oh, goodness. My streamer just said, oh goodness, I must be in my mid-30s to late 20s. Thank you, Jamie Wonders, for the 47 months. And Rycring, thank you very much for the right turn. Just gonna go ahead and... Oh, okay, that's a complete dead end. Alright. Invisible wall there. Wonderful. God, what a beautiful truck, huh? Look at the state of this Kenworth. A gorgeous vehicle, if ever I saw one. This lets you know you're in America. And so does the, complete disregard to which I just ran off the road. They should let you drive through that. It would be good if they just reduced, all invisible roads to nothing and just, you know what, if I want to go off the edge of the map, let me. It's my life. Let me live it falling forever if I care to. Oh, boy. What's your favorite truck? I do love a Scania, but I feel like the main reason for me loving a Scania is that I own Scania Truck Simulator, which is kind of a precursor to the Euro Truck Simulator, which is also the precursor to the American Truck Simulator. And that game has, like, a lot of very specific Scania stuff. God damn, ECT, remembering 8.81. Damn. Are they gonna add the new Edison hybrid electric diesel long haul? Oh, I don't know, actually. I still get excited when I see a Scania badge because of truck streams. It is crazy how much brand loyalty immediately locks into your mind, right? Because to me, a Scania is like seeing a celebrity now. I think I have in the past, when on a walk with Demi, reached out and gone, oh, Scania! And then had to, like, endure, I will say, 4 to 5 second eye roll. Like, you know, pupils doing a 720 on me. Full natter spin. Genuinely, when I was in the UK and saw a Scania, I was like, yeah! It's cool. It's cool to see the truck. It's, you know what it is? It's nice to have another area of my life where I see and understand something. Even if that something is as nothing as seeing a truck and understanding that the company that made it is different from that company and they have, like, some other shit they do. Like the Scania truck company and, you know, seeing them and understanding the difference between, like, a cab. What's the fucking name of these ones? The hood under cab, engine under hood. I can't remember. I guess that was a long pontification about it would be nice to know something about stuff, and one day I hope to get there. We are hauling ass. Hello, Lake. Damn, that's nice. Go ahead, just glue my finger to the W key, because we are going forward, forward, forward. Whee! All in on Pimpcoin, it is $4.99. Hi Tom, what are you hauling? Today we are hauling... Well, let me actually check the job details. This is a crawler carrier. So this is something that's devoted to carrying things via crawling. Oh, like a big strong baby. And thank you Curtilius for the 43 months.
Left!
You got it. Thank you very much, all in on Pimpcoin, for the left turn. That is a devastating branch. 100% damage. Let's see if we can limp our way back onto the road, going the wrong way. And we've easily rejoined society. Now to simply go against the grain for a while. And see if we can't rejoin our rightful place on the right-hand side of the road here. Guess you're not hauling anything anymore? It seems like I'm hauling around a nice little sack of regrets. Working on that bad boy. Get your own private lane over here. Yeah, these guys aren't even using this bit of the road. Dum-dums. Man, tell you what I did today. Just catch you up very quickly. Been cooking, okay? I got the Recipe Tin Eats cookbook. Nagi from Recipe Tin Eats is, to me, maybe the Australian of the year. I mean, sorry. I mean, who else is in contention? I don't know, honestly. I haven't been keeping up with, frankly, any Australians. I don't know what we're up to. I don't care to find out. If it knocks on my door and, you know, shoves its way into my house, okay, I'll consider it for Australian of the Year, whatever your accomplishments are. But for now, I believe that, oh, I should be going over there. I think Nagi is, like, uncontested, just... She's so good, man. How about Demi? Demi is in contention for Australian of the Year. My dad, because I love him. Now that's sweet. Anytime your truck gets devastated and you need a song that won't get DMCA'd, consider this. I believe this is an AI metal song, Pope Shrike, that you have linked me. Yup. Okay. Look, it's not my favorite stuff. But thank you for using your keyboard shortcuts to achieve that. Nothing wrong with that? Well, well, it's a cool, crazy metal song. Yeah, so it's like music. Hey, if you like AI music, you're gonna fucking love music, dude. sorry to break your heart, but it's you can get it out of stuff that isn't just like, you know, a bunch of songs kind of ground into a slurry and then put through a speaker in that manner. But yeah, I'm a no AI fella.
Right!
Well, unfortunately, this is a pretty slow right turn, but thank you very much, Dasher1392, for it. Oh, and I'm fucked. Never mind. And... you know what? I should talk to that at the wrong point of the rotation. I believe I will be stuck here now. But thank goodness I've got the perfect song.
Cool, crazy metal song about causing absolute devastation.
That's good. I like where it goes. Bum ba dum 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 ba dum. All right. Let's get ourselves out of this. Get our asses towed to service. Commodore Canary, thank you for the gift sub to Not Bob. All right, and I will gladly confirm service recommendations as being kept. Thank you very much for repairing my beautiful truck. I've been as an adult, I've come to the conclusion that metal music is pretty boring. I mean, like, look, a lot of the... I don't think it's metal's fault. I think it's probably the fault of, for example, your teenage music taste for being boring, because there were, like, you know, 8 songs in your world, and of course it's... did I call the truck my son? Oh, that's kind of cool. But I do feel like, you know, no genre is, like, boring. It's just that you're not exploring the right parts of it, right? Like... oh. Ow. However, sometimes you can just go ahead and, your taste mature, you can go and enjoy something else. Going and enjoying world music, boy oh boy, what a treat. On account of the broadness of the category world music means it's just essentially stuff played by people who don't speak your language, I guess. Between the Buried and Me, if you want less boring metal. I think a wonderful metal to enjoy if you don't want such boring metal is, for example, Mithril, which of course protects young Frodo from, what is it? What is it that it protects him from? Why, the club of a cave troll. Bird voice. Man, Demi fucking loves Apollo so much. If you don't know, sorry, I failed to visit the way station. If you don't know Apollo, Apollo is a big parrot. Morgul Blade. Bro, he also gets got by the cave troll, and that's where it's found out that he's wearing the Mithril. Do you not remember when our friend Frodo is clubbed by a cave troll and flies into a wall and then goes, and he's wearing the vest? Doesn't that happen? I personally believe that happened. Yeah, he gets struck by the Morgul blade. Who is wielding the Morgul blade? That is not Mithril. Mithril doesn't help with that. He gets stuck right through that shit. Doesn't he? It's a troll spear. Oh, my apologies, my apologies. Okay, so the Morgul blade is not struck by a club. Okay, okay. Wait, no, okay, so I'm right. The Morgul blade is the Witch King's sword. Okay, and now that all the other viewers are gone, we can go ahead and plan our surprise party! Yay! Now that 90% of the viewers have turned off because we just got in a 9-sentence argument over what the Morgul blade is, we can go ahead and plan our surprise party for the other viewers. What do you guys want to do on Thursday? Hello, Demi. We were just talking about Apollo, the parrot. Tom sounds like he's ready to go see Hobbit-themed dungeon synth band Hole Dweller. I don't think I will be going out of the house to go see a dungeon synth band. I think that I will be staying inside for the duration of that particular gig. But I do think I would, what would I do? I think I would, I'd message my depressed friends and tell them about it. Maybe they would like it. I wish Sleep was still doing things. Guy who's stopped dreaming. Do Balrogs have wings, Tom? I believe they... Oh, shit. I don't know, man. I haven't checked in on them lately. Last time I got in a knockdown, drag-out fight with one. Well, he was threatening my pals. Oh, slight hang-up on that frame for some reason. Maybe because I'm doing 90 and a 75. Game might literally not be coded for that amount of... speedy disrespect. Hey, I'm depressed. Maybe I should check it out. Maybe you should check it out. Yeah, I know, Oh. One thing that could really help depression is, for example, hearing dungeon synth. Hearing stuff that's like... Hearing stuff that sounds like if John Carpenter was having, like, a, you know, kind of... a bit of an off day. These cars all seem painfully slow. My apologies, eggplant sausage. Yeah, look, these ones are slowed right down to just to regulation speeds. I'm the person who has to inject some speed into these particular games. Okay, just got to allow the chat message. Can we still not say vile white pervert? Okay, just so you know, you do still have the ability to say it, but it might be met by immediate repercussions from Twitch's very interesting auto mod feature. Okay. The Bunny Garden stream is in the books as a confirmed stream. Merry Bunny Garden is going to be a confirmed stream next week. Is there an appetite for a Streamer Awards watch stream? Is that something that if I set that as a goal, I'm seeing, look, we seem pretty split, a no and a fuck no double back from Shadelock, and then a Jesus Christ as well. Holy. Wow. And for reference, Shadelock is the person who brought Merry Bunny Garden to my attention. Holy dooly. I'd like to watch that. Demi, we could do I genuinely was about to ask Demi to make plans for me to watch the Streamer Awards. And then I remembered that I think if we watch the Streamer Awards, Demi would start screaming and, like, stamp away. Demi, I don't think... I don't think this is a marker against you. I don't think you have the constitution to, I don't think you have the constitution to not... to get through the Streamer Awards, Dembo. $1,000 donation incentive to not watch it. The idea I just had, and I think this might be not a good idea to do, but the idea I just had was doing a stream with donations where if it ends on an even number of donations, if the donation is an even number, then it's like, we watch the Streamer Awards as an incentive stream, and if it's an odd number, we never watch the Streamer Awards again. You know, like maybe... Is that a good idea? It's like coin stream for chat. Exactly. Man, I'm going fast. Only face cam, no streamer reward, audio or visual. Oh, Tom, the house smells good from your cooking. Yay! Today I made, to sum it up by the way, from the Recipe Tin Eats dinner cookbook, I made some fried rice, using some rice that we had left over, and some mushroom quesadillas. Because I wanted to check out what, I wanted to check out what the vegetarian possibilities in that book were for a second. Oh, thank you, Rikering, for the $4.99. You're telling me a Tom fried this rice? No, just playing. Yes. Very good. Okay, they've told me to make sure I arrive on time. Luckily, there's only an hour left. They hurt me. Canned mushrooms, Fart City population 2. At what point did I say canned mushrooms? No, fresh portobello mushrooms from the store. From the store of all places. No, the big portobello mushrooms. After eating the fried rice, how do you have so much room for quesadillas? Well, I made them actually in the opposite order because it was a very small amount of fried rice, of cold rice we have left. And a very small amount of cold rice, and then also I just made like 3 quesadillas. So no, it's not Tinned Eats. Sorry, I didn't know that people don't know about this. This is Recipe Tin Eats. Which is, I mean, a lot of people go to the New York Times cooking section for their recipes. I'm a Recipe Tin Eats guy. Nagi, who runs Recipe Tin Eats, my absolute hero. God, she's so good. Simple, well written, obsessively tested. It's great. Tom, do you know how to watch Gabbo in America? I don't believe I do, unfortunately. I don't think it's particularly available around the place. I don't remember that being in the preview they sent me, but maybe it's changed since it got the feedback from Foxtel. So, thank you, Mr. Microchode. Yeah, they really nailed my wardrobe there. Nailed it closed so I couldn't get into it, and that's why I'm looking so wonderfully disrobed in those photos they used. Demi says, I am drinking an ice-cold can of Coke. Okay, that has given me pause because that's the kind of message that Demi would set up to be automatically sent every, like, 45 seconds. If she... Yeah, sorry, I forgot to switch back. If she was, yeah, it's a very much an I'm using tilt controls message. I'm using motion controls. That's Demi pressing 2 buttons on her controller and it just automatically sending, I am drinking an ice-cold can of Coke, or I'm running to the bathroom to poop. You can torrent it pretty easily in the US, there's no streaming for it. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any streaming for it, but you can go ahead and enjoy it on Binge if you use a VPN to get to beautiful Australia. I don't think there's any other way to watch the Great Australian Bake Off.
Of their lies with fire coated in my eyes. You can't delete what won't stay gone. I'm the revenge they
Nope. $20. Ah! Thank you, All In on Pimpcoin, for the 20 bones. Much appreciated. I just found and uploaded it on YouTube. Really? Where'd you get that? This music makes me emotional for the boobies. Okay, if I wasn't so certain that it would irreparably change the tenor of the stream for the duration of it to pin that message, I would absolutely pin that message. However, I'm just going to savor it for a while. Pin it during Waifu Wednesday. It's just kind of an evergreen chat message, yeah. Maybe we can bring it back. The vibes will already be off then. They'll be pretty poisonous. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be good, actually. In fact, it'll be fantastic. Yeah, Mr. Microchode, it doesn't make me happy to think of Americans seeing Australian streaming services either. The ones that I think I live in fear of Americans finding out that we have a streaming service called Stan, and that the UK has a streaming service called Dave. That one's gonna... Okay, Demi fucking sending more motion controls messages. Setting up macros on her computer so whenever she opens the Long Dark, it sends a message saying, I am playing the Long Dark, and then whenever she alt-tabs, it says, I'm drinking an ice-cold can of Coke. I think, gosh, what do I want to say about Australian streaming services? Stan is like, I really like the streaming service Stan. I enjoy Australian streaming services because they are kind of shabby. It's crazy that ABC iView is only available in 720p. Do Americans have the experience of seeing something like, and I'm sorry, this is going to be I guess a dual citizenship question because I don't have any American analog to this, but the SBS On Demand app, which it's really, it has some of the best content you could ever get on there, but also it has ads, and the ads are...
Right!
Thank you very much for the right turn into the cemetery. Well, everybody hold your breath. Thank you, Carried Heather, for the right turn. JF says, American analog like that clock you bought, bitch. I did not buy clock for bitch. I bought clock for me and Demi. You'll be getting your own clock. Tee-hee. And thus, our gentle dance of duel continues with light cuts on both sides. Opening my mouth to suck down all the ghosts before any of you can get any. I'm driving past... Oh gosh. Driving past the graveyard with my mouth stuck open like a pelican. I was watching footage of pelicans last night. I learned you can do that again. I go through stages, of course, I think we all do, of remembering that you have the world's greatest repository of knowledge at your fingertips, and sometimes that repository of knowledge can be asked things like, can you show me a penguin sliding? Or what about a pelican doing something cool? And they just have to serve you it up. It's such a good feeling. You know the video of the pelicans trying to eat capybara? I do. That was on the list last night. Boy, what a thrill it is to see a pelican try to tackle eating a big capybara. The Pelicans are the worst team in the Western Conference, so it's very impressive. I see. Look, from context, I do believe that is about the NBA. Pelicans are so big. Pelicans are so wonderfully big. They're true, like, nature's seaplanes. Go ahead and stop me down. I've had, a bunch of, sorry, I just want to know what this thing is. Oh. I'm reckless. Well, that's not great because I was looking to make money on this job and I've made no money and gotten zero experience. But that's okay. Why don't we just go ahead and take another job, and then that'll kind of buy us the time to enjoy beautiful Louisiana if we can. Now, if I was Louisiana's shortening, the abbreviation of Louisiana, what would I be? Because I feel like I should be able to drive in there, but it seems I cannot. Perhaps, you know what? I'm going to, instead of Louisiana, I might take a job driving around humble little Los Angeles. LA to San Diego? Sounds like a dream. Louisiana is Spanish for Louis and Anna. Well, there you go. My YouTube algorithm now, by the way, is like, I mean, it's a lot of like card game, nerd game shit, a smattering of animal videos. But the main thing that my YouTube algorithm is videos with titles like 7 Steph Curry 3-pointers, but they get increasingly more dramatic. Moments that taught everyone to fear Ja Morant. Like, it's all NBA stuff for the true dumbest people around, and I love it, dude. I can't get enough. I keep clicking on it. I knew the name Ja Morant because JF was very, very sad when, the friend Jesse Farrar, JF was very, very sad when, Ja Morant, was suspended from the NBA, for quite some time because he kept dancing and, dancing with his gun. Because he kept flashing his gun and celebratorily on live streams. Wow, I just shot a dog in the long dark. We'll come back to that. But, having now seen him in motion, see him how he moved, holy shit! How do you do that, man? He's playing on like 0.6 gravity, it's nuts. I didn't know that people could jump in that manner. How do you flash a gun celebratorily? He was like dancing around and then he got his gun out and he was literally just waving it around like... You ever see those videos of like idol performances where some guys have like glow sticks that they slap together? Ja was pretty much doing that. And it was really good because they kept... he seemed to do it... He seemed to like grab it out of the glove compartment so that he could do it because he wasn't holding it at the start. Like when he was playing... No, this is like... He was doing an Instagram live in his car. And he started waving his gun around happily during the Instagram live. And the friend he was doing the Instagram live with was like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? No. Don't do that." I've not seen any Wembanyama clips. Currently, my algorithm is attempting to tell me who Justin Lim, I want to say, Justin Lin, the Linsanity fella. Currently, it's trying to get me to bite on that, and it's not working on me thus far. I'm maintaining my ignorance on him. I do know who Steph Curry is now. Jeremy Lin. Okay. After returning from his injury when he made that TikTok, he celebrated a 3 by miming throwing a grenade. I mean, I can't get past. I gotta go for mime. Love that. Be so cool to keep a grenade in your glove compartment. I mean, knowing him, he'd be able to fucking plant it wherever he wants, but also just like, hey, you know what? This is gonna be both of us. Can I? May I? I'll turn on my turn signal to know that to let them know I'm aiming to turn at some point. Anyways, Demi has been playing the Long Dark. The Long Dark, if you don't know. Hey, thank you very much, Shame Raider, for the $5.
Gun waving is bad for you here in the USA as it could lead to high-speed lead poisoning.
Yeah, I'd much rather, instead of waving it, kind of tuck it into the loose waistband of my sweatpants. I believe that that's a much better way to keep track of where my gun is. Or I could potentially wave it around with my dominant hand, kind of flip it over to my non-dominant hand, go to catch it, Finger slips into the trigger. Suddenly I'm firing the gun while spinning it around accidentally. Oh, it's recommending you Flight from 2012. Damn. Does being good at basketball... Does being good at throwing a basketball make you good at throwing a grenade? I think it's going to be one of those things where... I think you would give yourself like a toss up in the air to get the feel of the grenade, but I feel like you're... I feel like throwing translates, right? You're like, oh, okay, well, I need to throw this, and this is heavier than that. Like, you know, you do a lot of unconscious little changes to how you think about it. I believe it could be possible to easily, you know... I believe it could be possible for throwing to have some carryover skills. One sec. Demi just cackled. Demi! Did you just shoot a dog? Is that why you were laughing? Just heard Demi literally cackling to herself because she shot a dog in the Long Dark. The Long Dark is a survival horror game. I don't want to say horror, actually. It's just like a survival boredom game where you trudge across snowy landscape to another snowy landscape and you try and cure hides so you can wear them as clothes. And crucially, to get those hides, you seem to kill... I think the usual metric is you kill a dog literally every time just before your husband looks at the TV and checks in on you. Because the amount of every time I've heard her like laugh while on the couch is because she has just shot a dog to death. I will hear the radio play, like the chilling radio play audio of her firing a gun right after a dog goes, "Hi." The killing of rabbits in the Long Dark is the hardest to watch. Yeah, she still like holds her hand up to block it. Like she's, this is gonna not hit for anybody, but she's Arby in Utopia. British series, Utopia, great series. Why is the steering in this game so unstable? I believe it's because I'm driving a gigantic big truck and presumably because I've sinned at some point in the past. A helicopter. What? Oh yeah, no, fair enough. I was doing 10 miles over the speed limit. That's actually quite a long... That's actually quite fast. Did it recently get an American remake, or am I mad? You might just be mad. The UK Utopia is a show from like, what, the early 2010s, I want to say, which was a conspiracy theory, like mystery thriller type show, which was fucking gorgeous and really fun. And the Australian show called Utopia is, I believe, a mild-mannered office comedy. With, like, Rob Sitch, I want to say? More Bondera, thank you for the 23 months. It is indeed a lovely night sky. Let's treat ourselves to ducking out of the cab and looking up at it. Okay, not as impactful as I wanted. What about... Uh-oh, that has me in the night sky. What fucking angle is this? Oh, where am I? Let's just get back onto... The American remake came out right as COVID hit. Fuck me, I did not know about that. For... Okay, off we go. Schwip. Actually, you know what? The Australian Utopia show is another one that was like... I was getting served clips from that with such startling regularity. And getting access to a whole bunch of people who take in Australian broadcasting corporations or company sitcoms exclusively through clips and clip compilations. Really strange. You know what's a great show to watch while sick with COVID? Station 11. I feel like The show I have earmarked as a possible Tom and Demi are needing to lie around, loll around, and go blah, and have something on the telly is currently, I think it's got to be that new It show, which is what? Escape from Derry, Return to Derry? Which is, as far as I can tell, about the United States Army trying to weaponize Pennywise. Sound like an Eminem cipher. Welcome to Derry. Okay, gotcha. That is such a good hook. Oh, Station 11. I see. Station 11 is about a whole plague. I see. Alright, how are we going here? Left! Okay, well, that's quite alright. And our customer does expect delivery very soon. Demi is calling me. Hello, Demi.
Hey, babe, I just wanted you to know that when you said weaponize Pennywise, I said, okay, Eminem.
Ha ha ha!
All right, dog time.
Yeah, enjoy killing your dogs. Eggplant sausage. Hey, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Ad timing incredible. I am getting a golden gay time ad at least. Oh, man. I feel like... Does the golden gay time for any... I feel like it does not hold up to me. But I also feel like I am potentially, and this brings me great distress to say, but I feel like I may well potentially be an ice cream snob. That's because you're homophobic. I'm not homophobic. And if I was, I wouldn't let it get in the way of me enjoying a beautiful ice cream. I would describe myself as, I would describe myself as, for one. Demi says, you're a fucking idiot, and Shadelock agrees with her. Okay, that's fine. But, Golden Gay Time doesn't seem like, I don't know that it stands up, dude. I don't know that it... Look, I think people will put Golden Gay Time up there as like one of the must-try Australian treats and sweets, but I don't think that the Golden Gay Time is like anywhere near the quality of, for example, a Tim Tam. Name a better ice cream. That's the thing. I think that the ice cream, the selection of ice cream from the convenience store or wherever you're getting the Golden Gay Time is pretty dull. I think, okay, best ice cream, Maxibon. The Golden Gay Time is this. Here it is. You fucking stupid cunt. Alright. It's not what we want to see wifey posting in chat. Do we? Wifey shall be busy with her various dogs. Golden Gay Time slab, which I think is like a Maxibon. Damn. Okay, alright. Golden Gay Time slab. Images me. Fuck, dude. They making the Golden Gay Time Sanger. Ice cream Sanger Golden Gay Time. All right, mate. Absolutely. Fuck, that does look good. Maxibon is ice cream sandwich, different category. Ice cream sandwich is an ice cream. I think that if my favorite ice cream is the Maxibon, then I shouldn't be shouted at and run out of town. Now, I believe that a very good ice cream, perhaps the perfect Australian ice cream, is the Splice, which is a lemon and lime flavored ice cream with a delectable crunch to it on the outside, and then soft, creamy interior. And the great thing about the Splice is it makes room for the idea that you are going to be uncomfortably hot 90% of the days where you are near an ice cream freezer. The Splice, my friends, the Splice. Sound like a guy who's about to get thrown out of his post-apocalyptic town and torn apart by zombies. Can we not remember the Splice? God, it's so fucking good. Pine lime spice. The boysenberry splice. I like the Splice, but it feels fucked up somehow. You're just not kind to yourself. You have to go ahead and accept the idea of being suffused with joy in this manner. The Splice is just a Zupa Duper with ice cream? You're full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. You actually need your keys taken away from you, because if you drive home like this, you're gonna collect every fucking pedestrian in a 3-block radius, pal. Splice is just a Zupa Duper. That's so crazy. Ricky! Thank you very much, the raid. You were playing Skate Story. I'm playing that in like 2 days. I'm so excited to play it. Did you have a good time? And do you know the Splice? Do you know the golden gay time? Do you know the gay time? And of course we have the Paddle Pop line. We don't like to talk about him. He's whatever. But the Splice now. What's up with Australian food timeline? 1961 Streets Splice trademark registered. I see. Oh, lime splice. A gorgeous and delicious treat. 2020's Australian food timeline. Matcha latte popularity sparks shortage. Well, maybe in their absence we could have some matcha latte. Yep. Looks like Australia food has had quite a 5 years. Go ahead and show me 90s Australian food for a second. In 99, yeah, V. God damn. Remembering a time before energy drinks. How did we ever get anything to... Oh, yeah, we just had fucking methamphetamines legal, huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. Remembering immediately that all drugs were legal because we hadn't learned to make rules against it yet. KKib1324, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Tom, can you tell chat how you pronounce... Okay, that word. All right. And Demi, I know you're setting me up here. You're asking me to stand fruitlessly under the rim so you can jam a slam dunk on me. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to be posterized here because the truth of it is, I feel like I say that word different every single time that I say it. And part of that is because the main way I interact with that particular practice is that I hear it said by Mother. And Mother, of course, has her own interesting pronunciations for every word under the sun. Now, the word that you're saying there, the way I would say it in this moment, is Pilates. Pilates. Oh, yeah. Mother fail. Okay. No, that's not a mother fail. Pilates. Pilates. I will sometimes say Pilates. I don't know why. I don't know when. I just know that I will fuck it up every now and then. Because why not? Why not? Who's going to get mad at me? My wife? Well, small price to pay for bringing a smile to her face later on by saying, I'm sorry. Wives love when you apologize. And I personally have gotten it down to quite a science. Now, why can't I go to Louisiana, by the way? They're stopping me from See, Demi says I'm smiling. That's why we do this whole husband thing. To get Louisiana working, you might have to link the DLC. Oh my god. Computer, you've been letting me play this entire time without linking my various DLCs? Me. Okay. Options, online connected DLC. Okay, alright. Let's see there. Or enable in Steam. Right click on game. I see. All of my content is connected to World of Trucks. Good. It did give me a tell that I was connected. But let me go ahead and reload. See how this works. God, I fucking love Recipe Tin Eats, dude. Quick dinner suggestions from Recipe Tin Eats. We have 1-pot chicken risotto with crispy salami. Oh. Thai coconut pumpkin soup. Oh. Lesbian meat stuffed crispy pita. Oh. Beef chow mein ground mince recipe. Oh. Good night, Captain Oblivion. It's so good. Did I say lesbian? Lesbian meat. I think that's funny that I said that, because the reason I said that was because I was so nervous at the idea of saying Arayas that I just skipped it completely. So I just said Lebanese as lesbian instead. That's so fucked. God damn it. Ugh, fuck. And alright. Now, if I were to open up properties for this video game, let's see then. Installed files. I have whatever amount there is. DLC. Okay, looking through. Looks like everything is enabled. Enabled and installed, which fantastic. Arkansas, installed. Kansas, installed. Oklahoma, Montana, Texas, Wyoming, Colorado, Idaho, all installed. You know what it might be? It might be that I thought I owned Louisiana, but I guess I don't. But also, some of the other states weren't working. Huh. Drive to a terminus in a neighboring city, grabbing the job manual style to the state, then driving in. Yeah, I was thinking that it would show at least, like... I don't think so. I think you're able to discover new places, or it like gives you a drop into the city, but I don't know. Thought I owned Louisiana, but I don't. The French in 1803. Okay. And that really pays off for those who know their history, unlike me. Unfortunately for me, I'm just looking at that thinking like, damn, French people have been around for a long time. Understandable, Seppuku. No. Put down that sword and that larger sword that you're passing to your second who is standing behind you. No need for that today, my dear bed sores. Hello, Demi.
Hey, Tombo. I just wanted to ask, because I got a text from your mum. Can I quickly ask you a question?
Go ahead.
She wants to know whether we'll be having lesbian meat on Christmas.
Oh, Demi, you never cease to bring a smile to my face. Hung up on me, little fucking Goga. Shut up! Don't tell them! I just heard a friend of ours open the fucking door and Demi started telling them about the lesbian meat shit. Fuck. God fucking damn it. Bitch, wife, fucking stupid wife. God. Fuck. Why'd I marry for love and not respect? Why'd I do that? Let's go. You know what here? Let's go from Little Rock, Arkansas to fucking... Oh, I don't know. Okay, take me from Wichita to fucking... Oh, I don't know. I'm all shook up. Oh. Take me to... There. The lesbian meat is slipping out of old mate Tom's grasp. I'm so glad we're not doing anything anymore. I'm so glad that I can end the stream whenever I want and I don't ever have to be talked to like this again if I want. I'm the boss. And I'm driving a truck, which is kind of cool for me. Ah, fuck, I immediately turned the wrong way, by which I mean no way. Ah, god damn it. Hey, how do you work out how to make a desk look nice? I've been trying to do it. I've been looking up examples of desks around. Like an office desk. Because I finally got around to clearing out my desk, which has had, detritus kind of pile up on it for, I reckon, like 3 years. Now, what is Mr. Bean says fuck? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay, that does sound like Check out how fucking animated my eyes and mouth are here. Get me out of the way. Eh. Fuck. That's crazy, dude. Fuck. If you submitted this for your animation final, you'll get like a C because it's a little bit too much. Fuck. That's mental.
I marry for
No one does that, your professor would say to you. Fuck. Okay. If your desk has stuff on it, means you're doing work. Well, a lot of the stuff I had on my desk was like cards that I have to sort so I can sell them for. So I have like a bunch of commander decks, you know, like it's not like it's not the most productive variety of stuff to have on one's desk. God, I love the sound they make when you press fucking handbrake in this game. If I were you, I would avoid anything in Illinois unless you have already visited. Okay. I mean, I've not been. I feel like Chicago is nice. I feel like, you know what, genuinely, when I was like in my early 20s, I felt like one of the possibilities for me was moving to Chicago. Because it seemed like a place that, it's like LA, but I wouldn't need to be beautiful. Which seemed like a huge bonus. And I guess the way in which it's like LA is that you can do some, you know, bad improv comedy every night of the week there if you care to. Train. And also it has the famous bean. Not that LA has one, but... Well, I guess LA has a number of has-beens roaming around. Like that horrible Quentin Tarantino. Why won't he leave our Paul Dano alone? What would Second City Tom be like? I think he would probably be in exactly the same place, but he would be licking his wounds after being rejected from Harold teams 19 times in a row, and every now and then he'd do an inscrutable accent that he'd, quote-unquote, learned over there. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're able to... oh, no, this is bad. Oh, I should be over there. Okay, alright, we got a clean... Has a Chicago accent. I don't know what they sound like. Do they sound different than the other Americans? I know they don't say, if I had to guess, park your car in Harvard Yard. Oh, the Bears. Man. Deep dish pizza me. Isn't that an interesting thought experiment? A version of you, but that likes a regional style of pizza to the exclusion of all other pizzas? Oh. Imagine a version of yourself right now that is visibly disappointed when he finds out that the pizza that you're going to isn't deep dish. Okay, don't imagine it that vividly if you're saying in the chat in response to me saying imagine a version of yourself. This is the worst Twilight Zone intro. There have to be other worse Twilight Zones. Twilight Zone synopses. It was made in like 1959. There has to be stuff that's less scary than like, oh, what if you didn't, what if there was a Chicago, what if there was a version of you from Chicago as well? I guess I'm imagining the plot of Us, but Chicago instead of Underground. Okay, all right. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, wee 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 woo. Oh. Looking at the God damn, they made a lot of fucking episodes of this show. Season 2 of The Twilight Zone had 65 different stories in it. God damn. I liked the Kumail version episode of Twilight Zone. That new Chicago... Sorry, I've got Chicago on the mind now. They're bears. They're bulls, also. Deep dish pizza feels just like it feels like a separate food. I agree. It seems to me that deep dish pizza is more akin to a wonderful soup. And also I feel like if I ate it now, I would acid reflux throw up my whole fucking skeleton. And it's crazy the amount that would fuck with me. I need to refresh my memory on what it actually looks like. I may have only ever seen still images of deep dish pizza. I am firing up a recipe. No, you know what?
Every good pizza maker will tell you that the dough is
The #1 deep dish pizza in Chicago sells out in 45 minutes.
the #1 most important thing. If you don't have good dough, you're not going to have good pizza. And that's
Wait, what did they say? I will fight anyone who is bad-mouthing deep dish pizza. Meet me at the Bean. Okay, here's 2 ways I'm going to piss you off. Yes, I agree. I am bad-mouthing deep dish pizza. So is anyone who bites it on account of the pizza gives you a bad mouth. Second, way to piss you off. Which bean? Okay.
period. Pizza is iconic here in Chicago. A lot of people that are traveling try
There we
to come
go.
down for the deep dish pizza.
Invoking
There's so many
an
different styles of pizza that a lot of people
aggro,
don't
invoking
know about.
aggro on everyone in the radius
Why
of
make
Chicago.
a pan pizza? We do it kind of in a unique, different way. Layer the cheese on top of the dough. So when
Okay.
it bakes, we have that ring of caramelized cheese going all the way around.
Is this what people sound like over in Chicago?
The dough. So when it bakes, we have that ring of caramelized cheese going all the way
Sounds
around.
like kind of pizza
So it
Squidward.
looks burnt, but it tastes incredible. Every week we're using more cheese than we are flour. We do typically sell out before we open, and that still blows my mind. I get to make pizzas for a living, man. That's incredible. I mean, it's just amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Chicago Magazine giving us #1. They didn't even tell me that the day the magazine came
Wow.
out. It was mind-blowing to me.
That's gotta
And
be
it's also
huge.
incredibly humbling as well.
Okay, all right. Give me a
So,
version of the
about
deep
2.5
dish
years
pizza.
ago, I did a recipe for deep dish pizza on this channel that
Okay.
I thought was really good until last weekend when I made it for myself recreationally and found
Uh-huh.
out that flavor-wise it is nearly perfect, but texturally it misses out on some of the details that I think are very important as a former Chicago liver. So
Okay.
I went back to the drawing board to retool this recipe, especially the dough, and now I've got something that I am very excited to share and something that I think mimics exactly what you
I thought that deep dish pizza was approximately 1.5 times the size of this, like the height of this fillings.
get in a true deep dish pizzeria.
That crust is crispy.
Wow.
To get started, we'll need to make some deep dish
How do you make it
dough.
crispy?
So I'll grab my food processor and into the jar of that combine.
Ooh, that sounds good,
375
Remover.
grams of all-purpose flour, 10 grams of salt,
Depends.
and then 40 grams
Oh, so sometimes it can be nice and soggy. A nice wet pizza?
of cubed cold butter. This is half the amount of
This
butter
seems
that
like it's... I gotta say, this is like essentially just a normal tall... Like it's a normal but tall pizza.
Speaking of melty, look at this thing. It's basically equal parts of sausage, cheese,
You gotta
and sauce,
think of it
and
as
you can
something
see,
else,
the
man.
outside
Yeah, no,
crust
I
is
agree.
Well set. To enjoy it, I'll drop it on a plate, top it with even more Parmesan.
Damn, that
and
is
then to eat
tall.
it like a civilized son of Chicago should, I'll grab a knife and a fork.
What? Sorry. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But the only person I know who eats pizza with a knife and fork is my dad. But that makes sense on account of it's like a ton of barely contained toppings. Dad fail? Don't... You're gonna meet my parents, Luke. Don't you say mom fail and dad fail in my chat. Alright? My dad is not the recipient of the dad fail. Yeah, or maybe your dad is the dad fail because of you're in here acting out. Instead of doing what you should be doing, which is sending respectful chat messages while tabbing to play Nine Kings even more. Or are you just playing Soundpad? I'm gonna do a quick status check on Luke. Okay, navigate. Luke is just playing soundpad. All right. At least that's what it's showing on the... Oh, and there we go. He just opened Nine Kings. Thank you. Hell yeah. Thank you, Remover. We've been, look, here's how things are going with me. We finished the 4-hour Defunct Land video, and ooh, boy, it's nice to learn about shit that sucks. Nine Kings is really good. Nine Kings is good. I've gotten to the point now where the difficulty is at, like, Prince difficulty, and it seems to be, like, you have to hard force an infinite as soon as possible. And I just don't... That's not quite as enjoyable to me as the previous stuff. Yeah, no, me and Demi also took a break at the 3-hour mark on the Defunct Land vid, and then came back to it. I think Demi literally, like, I stopped us watching it because... I paused it because Demi was like... I could tell she was about to fall asleep, like her ears were drooping, and she was like turning around 3 times in a row on the couch, and so I just, you know, paused it at the next chapter header, and then she just completely fell unconscious on me for like 40 minutes, and then when she woke up, we started back up again, or finished it. Yeah, nice guy Fats, that's how I feel about it. Which isn't like, I don't know, that seems a bit over-tuned to me, but also I'm like, I don't know. I finally got around to watching Righteous Gemstones. Now that's a show. God damn, that's a good show. I do like Nine Kings. I like the style. I like getting various little upgrades and working out how to scale them. Slay the Spire 2 coming out in 3 months is a chat message that I needed to not see because I actually need to engage in activities next year. And the idea of Slay the Spire coming out in March 2026 is really gonna... Oh, that's fucked up. Ay. Slay the Spire 2 streamer, completely washed from day one, starting things up, and immediately picking a card that makes the game uninstall itself from his computer because it's so fresh that it can't be mistreated and misplayed in such a way. God damn, dude. Slay the Spire 2. Are these all mobile games? No, they're all like, they're games where you pick one number and then you get to pick between 3 other numbers that then apply to that number or live on their own. They're all just like, you know, roguelike-y deck builder-ish things. What if you got really good at Slay the Spire 2, though? Man, if there was a point in my life where I was gonna get really good at something, I think it would have happened by now. I think that I'm going to be consigned to the great dustbin of roguelike players who pick the card they like, no matter what, at all times. I don't think I have that... I don't think I got that dog in me to ever, like, A20 it. You're really good at being you. Wow, thank you, Neve. I do... Oh, man. Easy. Okay. A0 Andy, hey, so it goes. Perfected Strike is perfect, you should always pick it, it's right there in the name. Yeah, seems good. Why would I get something that's bad when it has the word perfected in it? You might learn you're really good at hanging out with me and Luke. Wow. I mean, that would be a real thrill to get good at that. Trying to think about what I would do to get really good at hanging out with Ricky and Luke. I mean, to get really good at hanging out with Ricky, I think just... I think I've got okay at that. To get really good at hanging out with Luke, I'm gonna have to say the word twin a lot more. It feels like just learning a few new words and coming up with some memory flashcards to help me locate them in my possible conversations with Luke. Throwing some Mad Libs out there. Instead of mate, it's twin now. Are you slaying the Spire a second time or slaying a second Spire? I believe it is... You know what, actually, I don't know. I've been reading every update from these motherfuckers, but God knows my eyes have been glazing over because I realize I don't actually want to learn more about the game. I believe that the spire still persists. God damn. Really, remembering that people... There exist people who have not played Slay the Spire for, at this point, years, is crazy, man. You have so many wonderful things ahead of you. For example, I just discovered Tulsa. Things got bad enough that I was looking at the Slay the Spire board game and then being like, we will never play it. I will never play a board game as long as I live, and I just have to accept that. I simply don't have the time management skills to set aside the time. We don't have a table for it. Just go ahead and, whoa. Do something else. For example, sitting on the couch playing Megabonk by passing the controller back and forth. Something like that. I've heard it's a very fun board game. It is a table filler though, right? Yeah. Whee! Vampire Survivors is getting a roguelike deck builder called Vampire Crawlers. Damn. It seems we will look back upon this decade of video games as the decade where people realized they could get players to choose between 3 things, and that would boost their sales by approximately 1,600%. That was weird what happened there. I wasn't looking at the screen. I don't know what happened because my fucking OBS just went... What happened on your guys' end? Wee. About the same? Okay, good to know, good to know. Hey, there's some pretty cool stuff going on this crazy computer, huh, gang? Man, oh man, I know that's right. Yeah, yeah. Whoa-wee. Oh, brother. Yep. Yeah, for real. Bagoth, you're so right. Someone forcing like some clumsy infinite combo into a game rather than getting 3% chance to proc an on-hit for fucking your Diablo 2 axe or whatever. Boy, oi, oi. I was thinking about Diablo 2 again the other day. Not in a way that I want to play it, I'm safe, but just thinking about that video game and remembering how fucking much I played it. And the part of it that was like, you couldn't even respec a character. You were just locked in to whatever was up. To whatever fucking dog shit choice you made when you started playing that game. Demi has closed the door of the office. I'm putting music on in the background. Yeah, yeah! Just a strange decision. No, Neve. Have a wonderful evening. Okay, I think that potentially the idea to do a Stream Awards incentive watch of if the donation result is even, then we watch it, and if it's odd, then it doesn't get watched, is a funny idea. But I don't know. Gosh, how to implement it? I guess I'll just make my own elements, my own alerts. Solus, no, I don't believe I will be in charge of this much metal and plastic. That's it's not something I'm particularly interested in myself, I gotta be honest. I think that it would be bad for me to have control of this much mass in the world. I have control of the amount of mass that attached to my body at all times, and that's too much. A brain this small shouldn't be in charge of ferrying 100 kilos of, you know, bone, flesh, meats, organs around the place. It's already gonna get bumped up on shit and scraped. So I think that maybe I would potentially, I honestly, driving even just a regular car scares me. Riding a bike, that's okay, usually. But I'm not a big fan of the idea of driving anything bigger than, honestly, a bicycle. I've run a couple reds, it's true. What if you put a big old red nose on it and clown around with 100 tons of metal? I mean, look, if we're putting me behind the Steel Battalion controller and giving me the option to clown around while wearing a full motion tracking mech costume, I would love that, but... yeah, Laura, I'm not using the wheel because it's a pain to set up, and also because the left and right turns are way easier on keyboard. The wheel is wonderful. It's really fun to... Uh-oh. It's really fun to drive a car in a video game using the wheel. However, if the goal is, for example, to just kind of stream while talking shit rather than... oh, here comes another 700. Sorry, everyone. Well, here comes another 2100 unless we get... Oh... 28? Okay, alright, that one, we got one for free. Alright, we must have punched our loyalty card on that. Sweet. I got a fancy e-bike, it's basically a car. Man, the e-bikes they're making now are truly crazy. Also, good, just ran that red light for free. Damn, lucky me. The physicality of the wheel is fun, though. It definitely is, yeah. It would be nice to, Thank you for the left turn, barefoot at urinal. Hello there. Well, I shouldn't be here. Just tried to brace my neighbor on their e-bike and broke my chain immediately. Damn. Hey, thank you very much, Alex Lex, for the 24 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the 2 years. This is an interesting way to set up this particular invisible wall. I guess I'm just gonna have to gently nudge past this guy. Not so gentle we don't just push him around a little. And then... easy. God damn it, and the lights changed. Well, I guess I'm just history's greatest sucker. Reckless. I don't believe this will be reckless. I believe that this will be a perfectly executed delivery. We only have 1 hour of in-game driving time left. 4% damage on the cargo. I think that this is looking pretty sweet thus far. Especially for me. And the standards that I like to set in this shit. Speaking of the wheel, I got a Assetto Corsa Rally on this and still haven't tried it out, but just wanted to get that early access new rally sim. God damn, dude, that's like catnip to me. You've created a list of, you've created the words that invoke my immediate and full attention. Oh, it's early access, so it's okay if it's kind of bad? Ooh. Wah, wah. Truck full of blood. The truck is only a little full of blood. Right? Yeah, look at that. Just a little bit pulling in the feet. Uh-oh. Dirt 2 back in the day was peak. Dude. It's fun to play an old racing game. And people don't want you to admit that. People want you to, you know, stick to the partisan line of actually nothing's fun except going to work. Work is enjoyment. That's what people want you to say nowadays. But, in fact, it's fun to play an old racing game, your Gran Turismo 4, an old dirt game, even a Colin McRae rally or a World Rally Championship Extreme. God, what fun. People are right that the aesthetic of those, like, old PS2, Xbox era rally games is nice. Burnout Paradise is still fun. Man, I see you, Burnout Paradise. I raise you. Burnout 3. Now that's the shit, dude. Burnout 3 on a Mac PC SX2. Real easy emulation. A wonderful treat also. Crash mode still in that game. Whoa! Damn, man. Ship of Heroes. Damn. 7 years of development. Ay, ay, ay. It makes me sick to my stomach when I think about how difficult it is to make any video game ever, and how much work goes into it. Man, oh man. People are always like boring nothing there about places like this, but I could look at this all day. I feel like, yeah, you haven't known boring nothing there until you go to a place with truly no greenery. Like, man, just the parking lot district, you know, that's right next to your big boxes over in America. That is brutal to see. That'll really shave down your soul if you have to spend too much time looking around there. I literally just spent 4 days trying to get a door opening correctly in a game I'm working on. Bro, doors are difficult. Because stuff has to be through there as well. Not only must you make the door, you must make what lies beyond, and it has to load in and look nice, and also the door has to have its own sound. I'm freaking out. I would never code a door into my game. From Reno to Vegas through the Nevada desert, and there's utterly nothing for long stretches of that route. Yep, that sounds... I mean, yeah, that's... I feel like driving through a desert is one of those things where you gotta take your lumps on that one. That's, and as someone who lives in Australia, that's essentially... A lot of our drives are completely through the desert the entire time. We have a, gosh, I don't know how frequent it is, or if it was just a one-time event. Any Australians know what I'm talking about when I say the Garn? G-A-R-N? The Garn is a train that had like an SBS style, an SBS channel, slow TV documentary. Garn. Okay, it's not G-A-R-N. My apologies. Oh, fuck it. I'm skipping Puck in the trailer. You guys figure it out. Good work! That's huge. To be congratulated in such a way in front of all my friends, all my beloved pals here at the Tom Walker stream, why, I'm feeling like I'm on top of the world. Alright, the Garn is a first-class sleeper train across Australia. I do want to see this. It's the world's longest sleeper train.
A cross-continental odyssey. Aboard the pride of Australia.
Look at the train. It's amazing.
Fuck, we are a stupid little country, aren't we? Do you hear that?
Aboard the pride of Australia.
Look at the train. It's amazing.
God bless us.
Tackling a land that's wild.
Yeah, Jojo, I think you got closest to
its
it.
way across the outback for almost 100 years.
It is amazing.
Sometimes the outback wins.
We're in the middle of nowhere. If we break down, we're it.
Yep.
Born in the dangerous days of steam.
A boiler like this could be a bomb.
Thriving today as a diesel-powered streamliner.
Yeah.
It's foolproof.
The longest passenger train anywhere.
Fuck, man.
It's one of the most famous trains on Earth.
This is the GAN.
GAN. God damn, I want to get on the Garn.
Roger then, thank you.
The baggage car. It
Show
encourages
me the
violent-
train.
And significant delays
Going.
along the line.
Yeah.
In 1980, the GAN was finally rerouted. An updated track was installed, originating
Sick but very
farther south
expensive.
in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Then in 2004, the northern
The
part of
Gone
the dream came true.
tickets.
The GAN was connected all the way to Darwin.
Wow. Okay, well, I just saw the early bird sale saves $1,060, so holy shit. Ay, ay, ay. 6 days of train for $4,299. Oh. Oofty goofty. Gone to Alice Springs Discover is $3,500. Head over to Uluru. Gone to Darwin with Kakadu self-drive. Very cool. Man, this shit looks so cool. And you can get up and ride a camel. Oh, to be on a camel that actively hates me. Damn. All right, let's... Sure, fire up this shit. I want to hear this. This is just the two of us, but it's in the Doom MIDI sound font. All right, take me over to jobs. Quick job. Hit me up with something a little bit Arkansas-esque, I'm gonna say. Little Rock to Texarkana, if you don't mind. Just a cheeky 35k pounds of beverages. Something to wet the whistle, drench the whistle, drown the whistle. All right, off we go. Oh wow, Sea Strangers, an overnight 36-hour stretch on a bus for a school trip. Fuck me. That's like... I think the amount of feral those kids would be doing... Like, that's... That feels like a social experiment, and not like the YouTube variety of social experiment, but like... a way to model the disintegration of society in, like, an institution and how quickly the authorities can lose power. A guy on the other bus ate a whole snotty tissue. Well, okay. You know what? You're kind of run out of prop bits to do when you're stuck in a bus for 36 hours, so I understand the desperation that would get you to there. And I think the Go Off Kings are planning Snotty Tissue Night, so, you know what? Seems like it's an idea with legs. Whew. Oh gosh. Congratulations, Bang Bus hit my dog. On the cool new Dommy Mommy emote you got as a result of your gift sub. Wowee. What a treat. I'm advancing down here because I want to use this camera. Oh my god, is that emote is Santa looking afoot. Alright. Well, as I believe a wise man once said, that's enough internet for today. Sorry. Okay, hit me up with this. Show me the viewpoint, because as far as I can tell, this is just a bunch of warehouses and a burger restaurant. But I am interested to see if there's something here I'm missing. Oh, it's some beautiful street art. How gorgeous. And a conversation. That's kind of cool to watch those guys connecting in that manner. Oh my god, it literally is just a long shot of the fucking drive-through hamburger restaurant. This seems crazy. Blip, blip, blip. Okay. The Happy Chapel. Okay. And a bridge. Nice big bridge, at least. Oh, there goes that helicopter we were hearing just before. More wonderful bridge. Is that one of the bridges they raise up so that ships can pass beneath it? I believe that's what's happening there. That's nice, I guess. I like the idea of that. It is? Okay, okay. We have one of those over here in Sydney, and I do like that there is a bridge that changes. Well, what a thrilling little viewpoint that was. Thank you, video game, for documenting that important part of America. Every southern city looks indistinguishable. I do think you're... Look, though I love American Truck Simulator, it does feel like you're getting a little bit less bang for your buck when it comes to individuality, when it comes to American Truck Simulator versus European Truck Simulator. Just in terms of its... I mean, look, I'm no Rainbolt, but I would struggle to find the differences between the various states if they're kind of vertically in a line, you know? Online banking made easy by Group Bank. I was just looking at their building for quite some time before, so that's kind of cool to hear that they actually make online banking easy. Neat. Northern Norway is so gorgeous. Yeah, dude, they've got like the Northern Lights in that game. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on with Super Starbo? Got a very uninventive numbers station happening in the chat. Best of luck. Alright, tree falls without a sound with their own salvo into it. Man, I was playing whoops, writing on notebook on my keyboard. Okay, well, I'm glad you're okay. Alright, no cat on numpad, just hand on numpad. Remove with 58008. And now to easily rotate that in my mind, and titillation ensues. Of course, what's actually been titillated is the number itself. Man, back when I was in high school, I was bored enough that all I would do was just get out my calculator and press like, I think like times, like 9999 times 9999, and then just press equals and watch the number get bigger and bigger and bigger until finally it errored out, and I'd be like, haha, beat you. Just like... I know that there's a lot of stuff about screens making kids stupider now, but I think we do have to acknowledge that kids are pretty stupid just to start off. Yeah, I mean, that is Revolution Idol, for real, yeah. Maybe I'll dip into the Dare Drop style of game at some point soon, because they do... Dare Drop, if you don't know, is a service where basically you do sponsored streams for smaller video games, and the Dare Drop ones are for just... I don't know, for example, a strange little idle game, or a, ooh, Ray B just gave me something, or like a roguelike beat 'em up, whatever you got. I think the Go of Kings played like Absolom through there, Absolom, perhaps, unsure of the pronunciation, but in my defense, only ever saw it through a Steam storefront, so it hasn't really entered my vocabulary just yet. Wonder who is dumber, Americans or Australians? I mean, I feel like everyone's all human beings is stupid, but I feel like American education is just a bit worse than ours. That said, neither of, like, I don't think you ever want to be in a position where you're, like, relying on the intellectual capacity of an Australian. Or, frankly, any human being. Why, I think instead I'll be turning to Grok and asking it to explain whatever mundane post has crossed my desk. Americans are the Australians of America. So true! Yes, yes. Alright. Hit me up with the MIDI of Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber again. I would like to hear that again. Which one is more self-conscious about it? I mean, Australia has like a whole cultural cringe thing for sure. Yeah. dude. Gosh, Demi asked to try and do some like karaoke last night, just at home. We just had, we're playing music on the TV. I'll be fucked up if you get me right here. We picked out a song and then she started singing and I was like, I can't do this. I sound too bad. I'm so sorry. I just heard my own voice. I have no idea how to sound like I'm actually singing. I can't enjoy karaoke ever. At least not if I'm like, I need approximately 11 drinks before I start ever projecting in karaoke. Oh, that hits. Listen to that. Yeah, this one. God, that's good. Vehicle inspection of the nearest way station. If there's only a fine for the violation of not pulling into the vehicle inspection, then I believe that is a service, my friend, and not a penalty. Wow. Did karaoke for the first time since like before COVID. What a rush. Man, I really love Japan karaoke. I really enjoyed going to a small private room, everybody drinking enough that we were trying to come out of the, like we were trying to come out of there on a profit, and also not feeling like it was being imposed on everyone, and you could turn up the music enough that you couldn't really hear your own voice. Perfect stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no! Commodore Canary, you dropped and shattered the bottle of pickle relish you were holding? Did you get another one? I'm interested in your pickle relish situation. Also, is pickle relish a spread? Is that, of all things, a spread? Or what's the deal with pickle relish? To me, when I hear it, it sounds like an emotion. Y'all don't have relish? I think we do, but I'm stupid. Some stuff I'm going to be weird about is because Australia is strange. Some stuff is because I'm strange. In this case, it is me being a dumbass. Unfortunately, this is one of the cases where I am simply stupid and ignorant. Well, it probably spread on the floor, at least after it got dropped. So true, yes. It may well have spread over the entire floor. Oh, great. Now we have a delicious floor. Not only is my shift only halfway over, now I'm going to spend the rest of the time here trying not to lick the delicious floor. Oh, great. Now my shoes taste faintly of pickle relish, and I get home and see my dog licking the sole of my shoe because it tastes like pickle relish. And then I have to push him aside and start licking all my own. Oh, how I love my pickle relish. Next time you get a hot dog, get some dill pickle relish on that bad boy. Ah, it's really... Man, that does sound good. Yeah, Commodore Canary, I think that would be me too. I think I would be also paying for the pickle relish, unfortunately. Pickle relish is kinda watery. Well, there you go. I feel like, yeah, is pickle relish kind of similar? It's like a pickle version of like pico de gallo? Does that make sense? Is relish similar in any way to a gorgeous fresh pico de gallo? Texture-wise, it's like a salsa. Okay, okay. Oh, just gonna go ahead and... Uh-oh. Sorry. I thought I was just gonna get by you. Didn't realize there's an invisible wall there. Can't quite get past, but... Cubed pickles with little bits of other stuff. There you go, there you go. I'm thinking of pico de gallo because I made it for the mushroom quesadillas that we had today. It was nice. You're not technically wrong, but the comparison upsets me. I mean, truly not to be a blanker sandwich type guy, but it is like when you... Yeah, you have to try and not be someone who sees, for example, the pizza or sandwich of each different culture. Like, seeing quesadillas and just kind of being like, I mean, that is pizza-esque. you know? In that it is a safe way to experience delicious melted cheese and tomato. Oh. Not mush. What's room with you? Interesting. Burrito, that's just a rolled up pizza. Yeah, see, and it's how you have to... You must stop yourself from doing these things. Quesadilla is also sandwich-esque. It's true. It's very sandwich-esque. It's very much a... grilled cheese analog. Oh. Trying for the reverse here. Getting a little bit framey, interestingly. Maybe the computer not wanting to flawlessly simulate this beautiful parking job that's in the offing in this moment. Okay. Uh-huh. Okie doke. And now, simply go backwards. And by going backwards, ensure that we can progress. Winch that thing. Kablam! Yay! Chopland sedans, the way I did the quesadilla at home was I just took one tortilla, put down some cheese, put down some mushrooms, and then folded the tortilla. Oh, what a humongous success. A big time win from the team here at Mr. Truck's Big Compa. And you know what? With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and bid you all a fond adieu. Which of course means see ya. Okay, well, let's just scrap the every time I'm uncomfortable I have to say oh boy, because that's truly nothing. But next week, we have unlocked the Merry Bunny Garden sub, well, donation goal stream. So that'll be nice. And see you in 2 days for me playing Skate Story, which is a new game that fucking rocks, and I'm so excited for. I will see you later. Bye-bye! I'm gonna go ahead and raid Big Howl Dory. Who is, of course, in the Just Chatting category. And nobody chats like my man Big Howl. Go Chucky, do your dance.